Hello everyone, it's Farket here, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can build in the bottom of the sinkhole. And it involves building basic walls all the way down to the bottom. Now setting it up initially is the hard part, though once you get started it's pretty easy. Does it cost a lot? Well, yes, of course it does, but it gives you a ramp in and out of the sinkhole. It is probably the cheapest way you can do it, though it isn't very realistic. The basic structures have a weird technique to them. They can attach to each other and they defy physics a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure this has been the way for quite a while, and I don't think it's going away, so this should be here to stay. Well, that was an unintentional rhyme. Now, as an estimation, I was able to get it done within 47 placements, so 47 times 5 is about 250 logs. So it is quite expensive, though I can't think of another way to get in and out of the sinkhole this effectively. Building custom stairs around the edges will cost way more than this, and it's much more tedious to do. What's unique about this bridge, and what I like about it, is that you can actually destroy sections of it without affecting the other sections. So you don't have to worry about your whole bridge being destroyed if one of the ends is taken out. Here is me destroying sections of it, and it still floats. Though it's not all great, because you can't attach things to the basic wall. It is quite glitchy, and the sinkhole has an invisible level on it that you can't really build past, though thanks to the basic wall it makes it quite easy to do. Though getting log carts up and down is quite difficult with this invisible wall. Taking log carts down is quite a pain. Even before I get down them, they go flying. Though heading down, you get to the invisible level. And you can actually drive it around and fly around the middle of the sinkhole. You can go wherever you want with it. Though if you let go, you're going to go flying. Something interesting I found is that I built a zip line down to the invisible level on the sinkhole, and it was dropping logs all the way down to the bottom of the sinkhole. So it might be an easier way to get them down. I'd also recommend building a hunting shelter or something on the way down. Nice cheap save point on the floating section. It's really weird. It still needs a lot of testing. You can also place rock walls and stuff, which could lead to some interesting developments. Now here's where I was flying around the sinkhole, going wherever I wanted. I dropped down on this top section part where there's a cave entrance. You can probably build over there. Oh, it's underneath, it's quite difficult to get to. But anyway, this is how you do it, and this is the most difficult and frustrating part. And that part is trying to get the basic wall aligned so you can build down into the sinkhole. I'm not kidding, it could take you 20, 30, 40 tries, or you might get it on the first go. Though what I did learn is that it's a lot easier to build it towards the sinkhole, so aim closer towards it. As you could see, I got it attached on like a V shape, so I'm just building down from it. If the basic wall is not attaching to another basic wall, it means that it's not going to work. There's a problem with the sinkhole, I think it causes it to happen. Also with it, if it's sticking in the ground at all, it's probably not going to work. Just play around with it, eventually you'll get it. Though once you've got it, start building down. You can build it over the top or underneath. If you build it over the top, it's going to be more expensive and it might not reach the complete bottom. In this case, I was going to reach the top of the waterfall. Though if you go underneath, you'll be able to get it to the bottom of the sinkhole easily and it'll be much cheaper. Now, this is another one I did, and this one I built it over as well. Now I did test this with mods removed and it does work. Whether this is a viable build or not, I'm not sure. This is probably better if you're in a multiplayer game where you can get help doing it, because it's quite tedious. It's not exactly the most fun job, especially once you get to the bottom. If you want to build down there, that's not going to be that fun either, because you have to bring logs down, but using a zip line will make it a lot better, I think. Now this is the one where I went the under method. It is a lot cheaper and you don't spend as much time doing it. You have to move around a lot to try and get the basic wall to attach the other basic wall. If you're moving around a lot and it's not attaching, then it's probably not going to work. Though to do the underneath part, you need to go right to the corner and aim down. You have to crouch as well, and it's quite risky. I get very close to the edge and nearly fall off many times. Though eventually I found a system that made it a lot quicker. Keep in mind when you're on these ramp type surfaces, you can actually slip off. The character will slowly move even if you're not moving. So keep that in mind, you don't want to fall off. I'm pretty sure if you open your book, it pauses the movement, though don't quote me on it. Don't fall off. Make sure you save regularly. And with this one, I managed to get right into the middle of the sinkhole. So it is quite effective. So this one was a lot cheaper and a lot quicker to do. Didn't have to do as much. I ended up right in the middle of the sinkhole. Though there is a problem with this one, I cannot take log carts up it. I can run up it, fine, and get down it, fine. If you run down it, you probably will get airtime and you might fall and die. Have some patience. It's very easy to fall off. So taking a log cart up this isn't going to work. It's too steep as well as going down. I got airborne. It was very difficult to work log cuts on this one. So it depends what you want to do. Something interesting happened when I was trying to take logs down with the zip line. A log got stuck at the end and was bouncing backwards and forwards. This is probably where Hillary Clinton was when she was wandering out in the wilderness. Though I set a log down and it knocked it out of the way. For the rest of the footage, I'm just going to show you me doing it and how I actually got the first placement. First placement's most difficult. Now, this is one of these projects I think you do when you've completed the game and you've got nothing left to do and you're just feeling like being ambitious, or if you just want to challenge yourself. If you're very good with your aim, you could aim for the sides of the sinkhole where there's ledges where the caves come out, and you could probably build them down to there. It's not a bad idea. There's only two, I believe. One's got dynamite in it. The other one is where the tents are. And on a final note, I tried doing this with a tree bridge, just building the basic wall out and then just attaching a tree bridge to it. And it didn't go too well. It started doing these weird pattern things. It still wants to scoop. It wants to do that looping thing. So it doesn't work. Save your time and don't do it. But let me know what you think of this. I spent a lot of time testing the mechanics of this one. It was just really interesting to play with the basic wall. I'll have more videos coming out soon in regards to this, because you can do some pretty cool stuff with these basic structures. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers.